Okay, so you ready to dive into a menu that has me totally puzzled, in a good way, of course.
Lay it on me. What culinary mystery are we unraveling today?
This time we're headed to Peppercorn House in Woburn, Massachusetts.
Peppercorn House, all right.
And get this, they're claiming to offer, like, the best of both Japanese and Chinese cuisine.
Wow, a two-for-one kind of deal. That's a bold move.
Right. Most places barely do one Asian cuisine justice, let alone try to tackle two at once.
And it makes you wonder what their thought process was when they were putting the menu together.
Yeah.
Can they really deliver on that promise?
And it's not just like a couple of token dishes either. This menu is extensive on both sides. Like, they've got a full sushi bar menu and a full, like, Chinese restaurant menu. It's a lot.
So they're really all in then, not just dipping their toes in the water, but like full cannonball into this dual cuisine concept.
Exactly. And they even call themselves fine Asian cuisine.
Okay, so they're aiming for a slightly more upscale vibe then.
Yeah, it's not your average takeout joint. Which, by the way, they do offer takeout, and dine-in, and catering.
They're covering all their bases, I see.
Open 7 days a week, too. Lunch and dinner. But enough about the logistics.
Yeah, let's get down to the important stuff.
Let's talk food. Where do we even begin with a menu this diverse? I mean, it's like they combined two completely separate restaurants into one.
Well, we could start by dissecting their approach to the Japanese side of things. When you imagine yourself at that sushi bar, what do you see? Are they sticking to the classics, or are they trying to push the boundaries a bit?
Okay, well, they do have your standard edamame and gyoza for appetizers.
Okay, keeping it traditional so far.
But then they throw a curveball at you with the jalapeno bomb.
Jalapeno bomb. That sounds interesting. Tell me more.
It's like a deep-fried jalapeno stuffed with spicy tuna.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's definitely a statement appetizer. Not for the faint of heart.
Talk about an explosion of flavor.
So they're not afraid to play with spice then. And pairing that heat with the richness of the tuna, that's a classic combination in Japanese cuisine.
And then you've got this sunrise bite.
All right, and what's in this sunrise bite?
So it's got your choice of diced tuna or salmon, but they're mixed with pineapple and then wrapped in a crispy wonton.
A wonton wrap. That's an interesting twist. Usually you'd expect that in, well, Chinese cuisine, right?
It is. Makes you wonder if they're intentionally blending those lines a bit.
It's definitely not your average sushi bar appetizer.
And it doesn't stop there. Their salads are even adventurous.
We're moving beyond the seaweed salad, are we?
Forget seaweed. They've got a mango salad with citrusy yuzu dressing. And get this, a Thai papaya salad.
Whoa, Thai papaya salad on a Japanese menu. They really aren't afraid to mix things up, are they? What's in it?
It's like a party in your mouth with dried shrimp, roasted peanuts, and this spicy lime dressing.
That sounds incredible. And it speaks to a more complex flavor profile than you might anticipate. They're not just throwing ingredients together. There's a deliberate thoughtfulness to these combinations.
All right, so you've had a few tantalizing bites, maybe a refreshing salad. Now it's time for the main event.
And this is where it gets really interesting, right?
Because do you go for the sushi or do you venture into Chinese territory? Decisions. I gotta say, that sushi section is calling my name. It's not just about raw fish and rice here. It's about the artistry, especially in those house special maki.
That's where they can really let loose,
Yeah.
express their creativity. These aren't your typical California rolls we're talking
Oh,
about.
absolutely not. These are creations with names like, okay, are you ready for this? Kiss the Fire.
Kiss the Fire. Okay, now we're talking. That's a name that sparks some intrigue.
Right, and Red Dragon Roll. Like, come on, you have to know what's in that.
They're practically begging you to be adventurous.
Okay, but then there's the Godzilla Maki.
I mean, I've seen some creatively named sushi rolls in my day, but this one takes the cake.
The Godzilla Maki,
Yeah.
huh? That's ambitious. What could possibly live up to that name? Is it the size of a small car? Is it, like, engulfed in flames when they bring it to your table?
The name alone conjures up images of something, epic, larger than life. It's brilliant marketing, really. They've piqued our curiosity without even revealing a single ingredient.
Speaking of mysteries, we can't forget about the other half of this culinary equation, the Chinese side of the menu.
Right. It's like they've teleported us to a whole new restaurant, haven't they?
Totally. And just like with the Japanese offerings, they've got that balance of familiar favorites and then those more unique creations.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so for appetizers, they've got your classics, right? Chicken fingers, crab rangoon, that kind of thing.
Sure, the usual suspects.
But then they throw in peppercorn chicken wings.
Peppercorn chicken wings. Now, that's not a flavor combination you see every day.
Makes you wonder about their approach to peppercorns in general. Like, is it just a subtle hint of spice, or are we talking like bold, in-your-face flavor?
Yeah, it's hard to say. They're playing their cards close to the chest with that one.
And then there's the roti canai.
Roti canai. Now, that's interesting. For those who might not know, that's a Malaysian flatbread.
Right, often served with a curry dipping sauce.
Yeah, it's delicious. It just
Mhm.
goes to show they're not limiting themselves to a single region or style of Chinese cuisine. There's a broader culinary influence at play here.
It's like they've created a greatest hits of Asian cuisine, pulling from different countries and traditions. And that eclectic approach continues into their soups and main courses, too. You've got your comforting classics like hot and sour soup, wonton soup.
Right, the kind of soups that just warm you up from the inside out.
Exactly, but then you get to the house special seafood soup, and it's like, what?
What kind of seafood secrets lie within? The menu doesn't say.
It's like a culinary choose-your-own-adventure. Is it spicy, savory, tangy? Who knows?
They're leaving it up to our imagination.
Which brings us to the main courses, where the menu seems to split into two distinct paths. On one hand, you've got your familiar comforts, General Gao's chicken, sesame chicken, kung pao chicken, all the classics.
Sure, the dishes that everyone knows and loves. They cater to a wider audience, those who might be a little hesitant to venture into uncharted culinary territory.
But then, just when you think you have Peppercorn House figured out, you turn the page and bam! It's like they unleashed a secret weapon. The Chinese house specials.
Oh, now we're talking. The house specials are always where it gets interesting.
Right. And these are not messing around. We're talking dishes with names like peppercorn fish fillet, black pepper filet mignon.
Okay, I'm already intrigued. Those names evoke a sense of adventure, like culinary artistry almost.
Hold on, it gets better. Flaming shrimp.
Flaming shrimp. Are we talking like actual flames here, or is that just, clever wordplay?
I think it might be the real deal. The menu describes it as jumbo shrimp dry sautéed with diced garlic and flaming hot cayenne peppers.
Okay, yeah. Safe to say there's probably some fire involved.
Okay, but then there's the Xinjiang lamb, and I'll admit, this one has me stumped. Xinjiang.
Xinjiang is a region in northwestern China. It's known for this really unique blend of Chinese and Central Asian flavors.
Oh, interesting. So what can we expect from this dish?
Well, the menu says it's sliced tender lamb dry sautéed with house special cumin seasoning on a bed of onions. So I'd say we can expect a bold, savory flavor profile, probably with a nice earthy touch from that cumin.
It's fascinating how they've woven this tapestry of flavors from different regions of China. They're not just presenting a generic Chinese menu, they're showcasing the diversity and complexity of the cuisine. It's almost overwhelming, this menu. It's like a culinary choose-your-own-adventure novel.
I know, right? You kind of want to try every single path.
I do. I want to try it all. And they've even considered those lunchtime cravings.
Oh, you mean they haven't forgotten about us working folks who need a quick bite?
Exactly. So imagine this. It's lunchtime and you're torn. Sushi or kung pao chicken.
It's a tough choice, I'll give you that.
In their lunch special structure, you don't have to choose.
Oh, tell me more about this magical lunch special.
So you can sample a bit of both worlds, right? You get an appetizer, your choice of rice, your choice of soup.
It's like a sampler platter of deliciousness.
It really is. And speaking of sampler platters, they have a deal that's right up my alley. The Japanese maki combo.
Okay, what's the deal?
2 rolls for a nice quick bite, or if you're feeling extra adventurous, 3 rolls. It's a great way to sample their creative making creations.
Without breaking the bank, hopefully.
Right. Got to keep that budget in check.
Right.
But as we've been talking about this menu, something's been bugging me.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's the name. Peppercorn House. We've encountered peppercorns sprinkled throughout both the Japanese and the Chinese sides of the menu.
Now that you mention it, yeah. It's like a recurring theme.
Right. Peppercorn fish fillet, black pepper filet mignon. We even had those peppercorn chicken wings earlier.
It's subtle, but it's definitely there. Like a little whisper of pepper throughout the menu.
It makes you wonder if they're using peppercorns as, like, a unifying element.
You mean a way to kind of bridge the gap between the Japanese and Chinese flavors?
Yeah. Like, they're saying, yes, we offer 2 distinct cuisines, but at our core, we're Peppercorn House, and that means something special.
That's an interesting thought. Like the peppercorn is their signature, a subtle clue to their culinary philosophy.
It's like they're saying flavor knows no boundaries. It can transcend cultural differences and create something entirely new and exciting.
I like that.
So there you have it, Peppercorn House. A Culinary enigma wrapped in a wonton, topped with a sprinkle of, well, you guessed it, pepper.
And maybe a little bit of mystery, too.
If you're ever in Woburn, Massachusetts, do yourself a favor and give it a try. Let us know if you can unlock the secrets of Peppercorn House.